Hey guys, today we are going to do a review of Satisfactory. It is in its early release, like zero point 0.5 early, but as you can see, it looks pretty nice and it's very PC heavy. So you need a great PC to run this game at good graphics, and even the best can't run this at highest quality graphics. The map is pretty huge. Pretty huge map is what you're looking at, and they are the same. There's 4 different maps right now, so they're not random in any way. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. So this is where you start off on the very first map. Is this area here? And I had a bad start on my game, and I kind of got sidetracked and lost on the introduction part of it, and I ended up building way over here. So this is what I have built so far, basically, for my factory. But let's get into the gameplay. As you can see, you can run around. You got melee weapons. There's guys right here. This guy is friendly. He doesn't hurt you. You can kill him. It's not really worth it to kill him though. He's agitated because I already hit him a couple times. But you can bounce on these guys. You can get up on behind them, and then you can start bouncing them. So there's little neat things like this. I have a little video I discovered bouncing on him. But you can do a whole bunch of things like bounce on guys like that. And there's other random guys in this map too. And of course that hurts falling down. There is this little bird here. I don't know what he does. You kill him, you don't really get nothing, and he can fly off. So there's some wild animals. There are hostile animals. I only saw 3 different kinds of hostile guys, but they are also pretty fast, and you have to be get used to their combat to do it. But if you're going to play this, I suggest you jump like a bunny. I got extra blade runners on right there, so I jump extra higher. But so you won't be jumping this high. Let's take them off. Yeah, so you'll just be jumping about this high. But when you're fighting those fast guys, try jumping on top of little rocks or whatever, and then jumping around and hitting them and avoiding them that way. They'll hurt you and kill you. There's poison clouds like this, so you need to get something to get poison resist later on to do that. But the whole basic concept of this game is you build your factories and you build more stuff. So you got your hub, you got different things here, you got your production, and your miners and all these things, and you got your power, your logistics. You can see all these things, and transportation, and there is more unlocked. You don't start off when you start the game. You basically start with nothing. You're using your hands to mine iron and stuff. And then later on you will have like train stations and things like that. And there's nuclear power in this thing too. And if you find some of that uranium ore, don't touch it. It will kill you almost instantly. It's not very nice if you know for that kind of thing. So yeah, you instantly die. And I don't know what this flying guy does yet, so that'd be another passive guy. I tried shooting at him, but the gun doesn't really reach that high. It's not really that great of a gun. I'll find out later, hopefully. But yeah, you are just basically building a huge factory setup from nodes and stuff like that. And when you start, there's water right here. I was looking for water everywhere, and I forgot about the little pool up here. That would have been great, because my pipe system I built was very long and very far away. And I could have had the water right here. And there's a coal mine right over there, past that big, huge elevator to the space station type deal. But yeah, when you're starting, the closest iron mine is right there, and there's 3 of them, so that's really handy to have 3 of them right there. And there's some stone nearby, and I didn't see any copper nearby though. There probably is, because this is supposed to be the starting area, and you probably want to build maybe over there for a hub and then expand that. But that poison, I didn't like it, so I went around it and found ore way over there, and I started building over there. And then over here in this bigger flat area I used for a base, because it was more spacious, and I got all this area here I'm going to expand into eventually because it's flat. But yeah, you go into your hub. Let's go travel over there now. Let's put the I should have put those back on before I fell down. But yeah, you get hurt, and there's little healing things you can pick up and eat and run around. So I can run a little bit faster with these and stuff like that, get closer to my base. And there's just a ton of factories and conveyor belts. This is what it is. You build factories, you build conveyor belts, and as you can see, I don't need all these things there, but yeah. Factories take one parts, you build other parts, and then those parts build other parts, and then you need those parts for the objectives. If I can stop for a second, you can see the objectives. I can't move my mouse to the top right, but you see there's 2 different objectives up there. You got to make all those parts to increase your tiers, and we'll go over to the hub here. This is the hub. You can build this anywhere. You can take it apart and leave it apart in this game. But yeah, you select your milestones, and you got tier 0s where you start at, and then you can go tier 1, tier 2, then all the way up here, and then you click on these things and it unlocks new stuff. And there's the gas mask I need to unlock. Yeah, and then you go to tier 6, and there's more things. Jetpack. Looking forward to getting the jetpack. And you can pick. I can pick and learn any of these things at the time, but I have to be able to make those materials, which I can't do at the moment. I need to actually make the other materials first. So there's a lot of stuff to do. Power management is a big thing, and then getting all your factory goods to a location where they can be processed and built up. So, and there's also hypertubes, and you can stack these to go faster. I'm just starting it. I don't have very much. And you can fly around faster with hypertubes, and you can make them faster. This is going to be my hypertube hub. I'm going to stack some more, make it faster, and build some more. And I only have one other connection to another base way over there for more products. And then I got a truck. If you saw my truck going by, there's a truck station. So he goes by. Let's see if you can see him. He goes up here. Oh, it's leggy. There he is, right there. There's a truck. So he's automatically going. He goes over there, picks up all the goods, comes over here, drops them off there, and then it gets transferred to the storage unit. So you don't have to build all these conveyor belts, things you can unlock later on to make your life easier. Yeah, and he hasn't made any mistakes yet. Little truck going around there and driving their goods. Then you get trains and so forth. So as a game and the total, and there's wildlife to kill, there's things to explore, there's hidden caves. There's a lot of resources you can pick up manually and stuff like that yourself. But the goal is to try and make everything automated and search out your whole map and get all the resources, and then, build up more stuff and advance your technologies and get cooler things like, the jetpack. So maybe I can fly up on top of there and, can build some hypertubes to jump up places and parachutes and stuff like that. And I'll fool around with that later. But yeah. There's your little thing. You build your little factory. You drill some ore. You smelt it into bars. You split it off. You assemble it into different parts. You put the parts down assembly lines to other places that use those materials and other materials and combine them to make more parts. So that's the whole basic game, is building this whole network and powering it up and being able to travel around the whole map and stuff like that and explore it and do all this factory stuff. And you can build anywhere you want, basically. You can build as much as you want, anywhere you want. You can take foundations, you can change your thing to make it simple and vertical. Yeah, you can just stack up buildings like this and then all build it easily, like that. Simple, done, it's built. And then you can just keep doing it over and over again if you want. Do and go. There you're building stuff. I could build walls around all these places if you wanted to. You can build whatever you want to build. You don't have to just, do what the factory stuff says. You can just, build everything. You have a long range. You can dismantle parts. Gravity doesn't take effect in this game, apparently. So you can just do that and have raised platforms everywhere across the map if you want. If that is your thing, you can do lots of different things. And there's a little node right there, so you don't have to mine it from an actual mine. Then those things regenerate, and the health items regenerate. And there's little other things in this game. So there's lots to explore. The graphics are pretty heavy, and it's pretty simple. And it doesn't kill it a lot to make big platforms like this in the middle of the sky. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. It's kind of fun that way. And it's open-ended, so there's no real goal besides shooting stuff up the space elevator to unlock different phases and get everything done. The last phase so far is nuclear, I assume, because, I found the radiation sources like that. And there's just, it's a huge map. There's tons to explore. It'll take you days and days and days to do stuff. This is like 3 days worth of stuff building this here thing. Almost 3 days of playing this game, nonstop almost. Building all this stuff here, redesigning it, because when you start you don't have lifts, you don't have splitters and stuff like that. Then once you get splitters, you can make your lines more efficient. Well, then you get things you can stack your conveyor belts with, which makes it more streamlined and efficient. And then you can do more and build bigger power plants and streamline all the things coming into your base like this, and then have all your factories built up. So that is this game. For goals and, purpose wise, it's kind of lacking. It's really laggy for the negatives. The combat can be tricky at the start, and the poison is tricky, and getting instant killed by your nuclear material, stuff like that, whatever they want to call it. I don't know if it's called uranium or not. It might be. I didn't really look at the name. But yeah, that stuff like that can really kill you. So it's not going to be holding your hand on, not dying and stuff like that. So there is that. But there is healing items and other things you can craft. And there's, parachutes and stuff like that. And jetpacks. So there's other cool stuff you can do to make up for it. And, basic gun. At the start, it's kind of challenging. But after a while, you get used to it. And it's pretty interesting and fun to get all this stuff done. Well, if you find building your own factories and advancing things fun, it's not exactly, let's go out and kill stuff and, with your automatic machine guns and things like that. And, it does give you a little purpose at advancing your technology so far. But this is only it's only 0.5 version. Who knows what else they're going to have for other stuff. They might make missions and things like that. Who knows what they're going to do? You get little missions and get rewards. There are crashed wrecks everywhere all over this map too. And you can explore the wrecks and get hard drives and explore different technologies to advance your technologies that way too. Different technologies, like a better way to, or a more efficient way to build something for your materials is what you can unlock with hard drives. So it rewards you for going out and exploring these sites and doing the little things that the the crash drop ships want you to do. So I am going to give this game let me see, without the actual purpose and things to do, and it's just building a factory. For the factory building and all this stuff, it's pretty awesome. Look how fast it was to build it. You have long range to destroy stuff. You get 100% of your resources back. It doesn't waste your time on that. You can build things to make your life a little bit easier and faster. So it's not a pain in the butt, and all these things, they work, and you can build as much as you want. It doesn't really hurt the lag. The conveyor belts hurts the lag, and you can get around that by building walls. Not much choice in walls yet. You can just sit there and build walls and cover them up. That's too far away for me to build. Is that too far away? Oh, I need a foundation for walls. Okay, I should read this stuff, but yeah, you need a foundation for walls. But anyways, you can just do that. And start. Oh, I got to change the build zone. The build mode. R. No. Go to. Okay. I am sorry. Let's see it. Go to here and build mode. Default zoop. And vertical. Is there no vertical? No, just zoop. Okay. Whatever a zoop is. So you can do it sideways. Can't go up and down. Oh, you can go up. Yeah, you can build it up like that. So you can build your walls up vertical any way you want, like that. You built your wall. Connect it to the next one. It really wants the foundation for the wall, so you got to do different things like that. And then you can cover your conveyor belts with the walls and like that, so you don't see them. If you don't see them, the game doesn't render them, and they'll help with the lag. But yeah, you want to build an awesome factory and have it all nice and walled off and stuff like that, go right ahead. It's not hard to build, not hard to destroy. You get all your stuff back. Same for organizing your stuff. I could destroy all this and then redo it and make it better. It all takes a lot of time, but it's easy to do. And get more materials. You get more things, like you unlock your inventory. Oh, okay, tab for inventory. Gotta remember that. And yeah, you get your inventory, you can expand it, you expand your hand slots, and you expand everything else. Yeah, and you get your build modes, and now I don't know what else to show you besides all this basic stuff here. You just basically mine and build stuff and give it a review, and the review says this game is pretty good. If you like any type of factory building game at all, or city building type thing at all, I would definitely get this game, because it's pretty good. It's in its early stages, and it works great, and it's pretty fast, and it's really good for graphics. It's a 20 gig game or whatever. Or 20 meg game, not gig, sorry. 20 meg game versus some of the other smaller games that have been coming out recently that can do the same thing, but with worse graphics and things like that. But this is pretty good. So I am going to give it an 8 out of 10, just because it doesn't have an actual goal and stuff like that. But 8 is a pretty solid score for me. That means it's definitely worthwhile playing it. if you even remotely liked any types of games like this, or if you just like exploring, you can go around and explore to your heart's content. There's caves and monsters in the caves. Well, big ants basically for monsters. But yeah, they look like almost like ants. A whole bunch of caves. There's some water you can swim. Swimming's pretty slow though. And lots of little neat things you can find out. And the computer AI is pretty funny when you find alien artifacts. That's one of the things you can find. It really wants you to pick them up. And it says a whole bunch of different things. Some of them are funny, some of them are just okay. But yeah, it says a whole bunch of different funny things and stuff like that when you want to pick it up. And it tells you to pick it up. It can get really annoying. I think you can turn that option off. There's lots of options in this game, so definitely worthwhile checking this game out. And I definitely need to make this thing faster. And you can do that easily enough. But yeah, you can check out your base and travel around your map easily. Yeah, and this is the other mini base I started because I got some more coal and I needed some more iron. And iron bars, basically, to start off my next thing. And yeah, this is the track right here, right? So this is your track. It shows you the track the truck is taking. Little blue arrows. Kind of neat. And there he comes now. So he's just going to go back and forth and pick up his stuff. All the stuff that gets loaded. And yeah, it's pretty full. Got some bomb materials, gunpowder and iron and lots of extra sulfur. I don't know what to do with that extra sulfur. But yeah, he picks it up and he's gone. And he's got a nice good load on there. Let's find him. Little truck here. Yeah, he's full. So he's filled up and he's going to go and unload it. And I assume he's full because the other place is full too. So yeah, I got more organizing to do. Anyways, thanks for watching this review. 8 out of 10. This game is pretty nice. It's got some nice features and different zones. There's 4 different maps if you don't want to play the nice basic map, because resources are pretty spread out in this one. The other ones are closer together and harder though, and not as flat. Oh, it depends on what you want to do. But yeah, lots of different things to check out. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more. I'm going to be playing this game some more and doing some tips and doing some other things. Different other neat things you can do, like bouncing around on top of that guy. I'll try and discover some more things and how to make these things more faster. And it's just you stack more entrances onto them. If I have any materials, was it transportation, entrance? Yeah, I'm missing the materials. Yeah, I go get materials to do that. But that is it. And then you can just zoom around and shoot yourself across the map if you want to make a nice ramp and shoot yourself. You can do lots of different things. I would want to build a parachute first, of course. But I am missing a whole bunch of materials and other factories that I have to build and to do all this stuff and automate it. So that is it. 8 out of 10. Pretty nice game. Factory building. So this is Satisfactory. It gets a little bit above a Satisfactory score. So it's better. This game is better than just Satisfactory. And last time, thanks for watching. See you next time.